So this week, regular on full week. So today we'll talk about solving by elimination. Then tomorrow we'll talk about nothing because we don't have class. Then Wednesday we'll talk about we'll talk about systems of 3 equations with 3 unknowns. And we'll solve those by substitution on Wednesday. Thursday we'll solve 3 equations, 3 unknowns with elimination. And then Friday is going to be a summative quiz. So what? Not a test. No. The test, and then next week we got a shortened week. And so we won't have the test until the 24th of February. 24th. So not next week, the weekend. Right.
So we're learning more stuff.
More stuff. I forgot I put matrices in chapter 2. Yeah. So we got to spend a week on matrices. Yep.
Just like your due days,
Which ones?
that whole week,
No.
we're learning new stuff.
Yes. Is that okay?
Talk to you later.
Okay. So just like we did on Thursday with substitution, I would love for you to try to solve this system of equations, 2 equations, 2 unknowns, with now this time elimination. Elimination more than likely is your go-to jam when you're solving a system of equations. So you should remember how to do that. So try this one, try solving this system with elimination. Because I'm poor from buying candy already, so I got all the money in the world to buy stickers now too. All right, let's talk our strategery. Same example. Maybe. Guess not. I guess I didn't put the example as well. We'll do the same example though. All right. So what's our step number 1 going to be? Nope. Anybody? First off, you got to line up the equations vertically so that the x's match, the y's match, the equal signs match, and the numbers match. So that everything is in vertical alignment. Okay? So that be step number 1. So on the example that we just did, that would look like 8x, come on, raise it, 8x plus 2y equals 4. And then negative 2x plus 3y equals 13. Like it. Okay? Now, we're solving by elimination. If we were solving by substitution, what would we do? If we were solving by substitution, what would we do? We have to get one of the variables by themselves, either x or y, plug it back into the other one, because we're substituting them in. Okay? If we're solving by elimination, what do we have to do? How am I going to eliminate one of the variables? So I could multiply, if I wanted to eliminate the y's, I would have to multiply the top equation by negative 3 and the bottom equation by 2. Right? Okay? If I wanted to eliminate x's, I would have to multiply the bottom by positive 4 because it's already negative. Okay? So we basically have to choose which one we want to get rid of. You want to get rid of x or you want to get rid of y? Okay, we want to get rid of y first. Okay, so we're looking for a coefficient that are opposites. Okay, if not, we might have to manipulate one of the equations. So let's go back here. You guys chose to eliminate y. So we are going to multiply the top equation by -3 and the bottom equation by 2, or the top equation by 3 and the bottom equation by -2. Doesn't matter to me. But we're going to multiply every single term by that. So then that's going to give me 24x plus 6y equals 12 on top. 4x minus 6y equals -26 on the bottom. Same system, right? As long as I multiply every term of one line by the same number, it's the same system. Now what? Now we're going to add the two equations together. And that should cancel one of the variables. One might say eliminate one of the variables. So in this particular case, if I add them together, I would get 28x equals -14. Now what? So solve that equation. If I solve that equation by dividing by 28, I get x equals -1/2. Now what? Plug it back in where? One of the two equations? Well, we need to put it in one, right? To get y first. Okay? Which equation you want to put it back into? Top or bottom? Top. So that would be then 8 times -1/2 plus 2y equals 4. What is 8 times -1/2? -4. -4 plus 2y equals 4. Now what? Add 4 to both sides. Two y is 8. Divide by 2. Y is 4. Now what? Now we're going to check our work to make sure that we're done. And how are we going to write our point? In point form. So what would the point form of this one be? -1/2 comma 4. With parentheses. Okay? So if we check it, 8 times negative 1/2. Negative 4. 2 times 4. Negative 4 plus 4, or excuse me, negative 4 plus 8 is 4 equal to 4. Yes, checks out in the first one. Negative 2 times negative 1/2. How much? 1. 3 times 4. 1 plus 12. 13 equal to 13? Checks out. Huh? Now do we remember? Mm-hmm. Sometimes we just got to open up our brains a little bit more. Solve that one using elimination. Does it matter which variable you eliminate first? Nope, doesn't matter. So the way that you do your problem may not be the same as the way that your neighbor does their problem. May not be the same way that I do this problem up here. Oh, let's see. Don't have anything that are the same, so I'm going to multiply the top equation by 4. That's going to give me 12x minus 24y equaling 36. Then I'm going to multiply the bottom equation by 3. That's going to give me negative 12x plus 21y equals negative 48. When I add those two equations together, I get rid of my x's. I get negative 3y equals negative 12. I divide both sides by negative 3, and I get I get y equals negative 4. If y is negative 4, I'm going to put it back into either one of the two original equations. Let's go with 3x minus 6 times negative 4 equaling 9. Negative 6 times negative 4 is positive 24. What? Oh, because I forgot the negative sign. Yep. Gotcha. Positive 4 there. Minus 24 equals 9. Add 24. 3x equals, what's that, 33? Divide by 3. X is 11. 33 minus 24 is 9. Yes. Negative 44 plus 28 would be negative 16. Answer. 11, comma 4. Agree? Solve it using elimination. So step number 1 says we gotta line them up. So did that. Step number 2 says I gotta manipulate them so that we get the same coefficient. Just one positive, one negative. That should be a positive 1, not a negative 1. Multiplied by negative 3 here. So that will be negative 3x plus 30y equals negative 18. So then that is going to give me 34y equals negative 17. So y then is going to be negative 1/2. If y is negative 1/2, I'm going to plug that into the second equation. That's going to give me 6 minus 5. That's going to give me x is 1. Checking it, 4 times negative 1/2 is negative 2. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. That checks out. 1 is 1. 6 plus negative 5 is 1. Checks out. Answer then is 1, comma, negative 1/2. Questions, comments, concerns, clarifications? Got the negative sign. Again, I remind you that in both substitution and elimination, if your variables cancel at some point in time and it results in a true sentence, that is an infinite solutions case. If your variables cancel and it results in a false sentence, that's a no solutions case. And if your variables don't cancel out, then that results in an answer which gives you a point. Okay? We also have our old friends, the word problems, that we can do with elimination now. Same steps in terms of word problems. Got to read it. Got to write out some equations, and then you got to solve it. Okay? So a 5-pound nut mixture is worth $2.80 a pound. The mixture contains peanuts worth $1.70 a pound and cashews worth $4.55 per pound. How many pounds of each type are in the nut mixture? Okay. Well, what do we want to go with for our variables? P and C. So P would be pounds of peanuts. C would be pounds of cashews. Okay. Okay. Give me one equation. One equation based off of this problem. Do we agree with that? I do not. 5 pounds, because it's $5 per pound for the bag, right? Okay. So one of our equations would be 1.70p plus 4.55c equals 5 times 2.80. Okay, that's one equation. We need another one, because we have two variables. What you got there, Ian? What's it going to equal? What'd you say? 5? Thanks, Nick. Pounds of peanuts plus pounds of cashews has got to be 5 pound bag. Yep. Solve it. What? What'd you do? Talk me through it. What'd you do? Talk me through what you did.
Okay. I minus the 5 pound C, so minus C plus 5, and then there's C.
So you solved with substitution?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you should have gotten 4.55 times 5 would be 22.75 minus 4.55c.
Oh.
Okay. Good? So this week's worksheet is blue. You can do the front side of this week's worksheet. If you wanted to start on the back, you can start on the back, but that'll be Wednesday and Thursday.